dear friend. Wait, don't miss this video. If you are watching it right now, it means you are already a part of something amazing. Before anything happens, subscribe to this channel. Seriously, just one tap. Done. Good. Stay till the end. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.
Ik heb ooit zo'n erge date gehad. Jij wilt niet weten, jij hebt waarschijnlijk nog nooit zo'n erge date gehad. Het begon allemaal op Instagram. Ik leerde die jongen kennen op Instagram. Hij vertelde mij dat hij 25 was. Ik was 20 in die tijd. Ja, toen we gingen op date, we gingen naar Gent. Heel de date was aan het spreken over zijn ex. Het was juist uit met zijn ex. En hij was de hele tijd shit aan het praten over haar. Ook een red flag. Toen hij zei van ja, en ik wil gewoon dus samen met mijn vriendin. En ik wil een toekomst. Ik ben wel 30 jaar. Ik dacht... Je zat tegen mij als 25. Maar ik dacht, oké, ik ga gewoon observeren. Snap je? Ik ga niks zeggen. We zijn gewoon aan het chillen. We gaan iets eten. Oké, rustig. Opeens hij begint seksueel te praten. Ik dacht, I'm a God's child. Praat niet zo met mij. Maar dan vertelde hij mij, ik vind het leuk als een dame mijn kont chapt. Ja, je hebt dat goed gehoord. Een dame zijn kont chapt. Not today, bro. Not today. En ik was hem echt zo aan het bekijken van, what the fuck. En hij zei tegen mij van, ja, maar geloof mij, dat is echt leuk, dit, dat. Ik dacht, oké, weet je, TMI, too much information. Ik wilde me even zo van, you a pedophile. Oké, laten we gewoon die date afmaken, want ik voel hem niet. En dan het erge is, luister, de dinner was voorbij. Ik zei tegen hem, sorry, maar mijn moeder heeft me nodig. Ik moet gaan. Oké, hij ging me aan het station afzetten. Wat probeert deze man te doen?
Hell no, man.
Ik dacht, nee, sorry, ik doe dat niet op de eerste date. Toen was ik op de trein gegaan, guys, en heb ik hem direct geblokkeerd. Want, wat de hell, is er vooral, je liegt over je leeftijd en dan vertel je me dingen die ik niet wil weten. En dan probeer je me nog eens te kussen. Dan heb ik super lang niet meer op date gegaan, guys. Ik was gewoon...
You guys, this is the craziest story I have ever heard. I just have to share this, and this is why you have to be careful when you hook up with people when you're traveling to a foreign country. So this girl, I'm just gonna call her Natalie. I'll just use my name. So Natalie was traveling to, I don't want to say the name of the country, but she traveled overseas from America. And she was in this country for only a few days, and she ended up meeting this guy at a bar. We're gonna call him Sam. So Sam and Natalie headed off, and they go to multiple dinners together, where I was told that Natalie said that he was constantly feeding her like an insane amount of food at each dinner. Like, it was her last night with Sam, and she still hadn't gone back to his place, and he was really adamant about her coming back home with him, and he kept asking her at dinner, like, oh, you're gonna come back home, right? You're gonna come back home with me, like, you leave tomorrow. Natalie got a little bit creeped out by it. She ended up calling her sister, because her and her sister were on the trip together, and she left the dinner. She didn't go back. She's like, oh, my sister needs me, I gotta go, blah, blah, blah. And she said, like, Sam was blowing up her phone. Anyways, she gets on her flight, she goes back to the United States, and she develops, I can't even say it. She develops a rash on her back. So she goes to the dermatologist, told the dermatologist, hey, like, I just came back from this country, like, I developed this rash, not sure what this is, test for it, and then, you know, let me know what comes back. So she was on campus when she got the call from her dermatologist, and her dermatologist was, why am I saying it like that? Her dermatologist was like, call me right now. So her derm calls her, and she's like, what are you doing? I need you to come to the office right now. Police are going to be here. And she was like, what's going on? And she's like, come, I can't say it over the phone. So the girl comes to the dermatologist's office, and it wasn't even the police, it was FBI. Turns out that the rash that was on her back was actually a cream that was put that's used for cannibalism. The FBI ended up asking her, like, who have you met within the last 6 months? She told them about the guy. FBI ends up working with the police in that country. They raid the guy's apartment, and they found multiple skulls and limbs that belonged to several women that were missing. And he fully intended on killing her and eating her. Apparently, like, that's the reason why he was taking her to dinner and trying to really get her full. He just, I don't even know. Just be careful out there when it comes to hooking up with people, because you never know, you know? You never know.
Oh yeah, one more thing. If y'all see me on Love Island, mind your fucking business, bitch. I'm trying to find love, bitch. Y'all had y'all motherfucking chance.
Since we're talking about DMV dating, I moved here from Miami about 3 years ago, right? So when I first moved, yes, I downloaded one of the apps. I did. Or maybe it was AI. I don't know. Anyways, I decided to go on a date with this one guy. And it was our first date. He's like, yeah, pull up. We'll get some drinks. I said, you know what? Let me go get a drink. Because what else am I going to do? I had no friends. I moved here with nobody. I said, okay, let's go get a drink. So we get to the bar. Whole bar is like a horseshoe. So where me and him sat, we're like in the middle. So, you know, if something happened, everybody could look directly at us. So I'm kidding. I'm not kidding when I say it was about 5 minutes in. I look to the outside and I see that there's this woman with 2 suitcases. Bigger woman. Think, this color, short bob type of thing. You know, like the Cookie Monster pajama type girl, right? Please. So she has tattoos, thick woman, thick this color woman, bob, you know, very hood, you know, gripped my purse a little bit. So she starts getting closer and I'm talking to him, but then I look one more time and she's gone. And as I'm mid-sentence, I see this woman is walking up and she's walking towards the guy I'm on a date with. And I'm like, maybe she's a crackhead. I don't know. I didn't know what to think at that moment, but she walks directly up to him and she says his name. We're going to give him a fake name for right now. We're going to call him Ryan. She said, Ryan, you don't see me? And I'm like, I know she's not talking about this man next to me. Mind you, Kapar, everybody is staring at us right now. So everybody's attention is on us. And she came in here with 2 big old suitcases, y'all. I'm not guessing it. 2 big old suitcases, loud. She had half of a grill in her mouth. And she goes, Ryan, you don't see me? And she looks over to me and I look at her and I'm not reacting because I'm just like, I know this can't be real life. So I was like, maybe he owes her money for something. Maybe he's like a street pharmacist. I don't know what it is. It's my first day. I'm just meeting the man. She proceeds to say, I don't have no beef with you, but this is my husband. And I'm like, right. Whole bar gets silent. She said, this is my husband and he has herpes. And I'm just sitting there like, she starts reaching into her suitcase. One of the suitcases. She starts pulling out his underwear. I'm not making this up. This is in the middle of the bar. Starts pulling out his underwear. Starts pulling out a bag of lettuce. Throwing his lettuce around everywhere. I guess he was a street distributor. I don't know. And I'm still sitting there because I'm like, I'm trying not to laugh, but I'm like, this is not real life. Only things like this happen to me. And my close friends will tell you this is like, this happened in real time because I took videos of stuff and I'm not going to post them. But this is real life. This happened in Washington, D.C.
What happened to your eye? I just have really bad hay fever, so they get a bit bloodshot and swollen sometimes. The pollen this year is just absolutely wild.
Guys, wat leuk dat jullie er allemaal weer zijn. En ik weet dat heel veel mensen zitten te wachten op de part 2 van Griezel Laboeboe. Guys, here we go. Als je by the way niet weet waar ik het over heb, dan moet je even de vorige storytime gaan bekijken. Want dan begrijp je het verhaal wat beter. Want dit is een vervolg op de eerste part. Dus na die date was ik gewoon weer terug naar het hotel gegaan. En daarna had ik hem eigenlijk niet echt meer gesproken. Maar jullie moeten begrijpen, dit is echt die kill. Je weet toch, elke dame heeft wel zo'n kill die gewoon elke keer achter haar aan blijft gaan. Like, maakt niet uit wat je doet deze kill. Like, he won't leave. Like, he been on your ass for like 5 years. So, op een gegeven moment spraken we ook gewoon niet meer. Ja, hij ging op een gegeven moment ook niet meer achter me aan en zo. Dus I was like, okay, fine. Like, everything is alright. Tenminste, that's what I thought. Want daarna ging hij weer tegen mij praten. Alleen, ik weet ook niet wat ik dacht. Stond echt vroeger. Ik was zo ongelooflijk naïef. Like, what the fuck. Anyways, het was gewoon duidelijk dat deze man gewoon mij niet kon loslaten. Ja, als ik nu ga terugkijken, dan is het gewoon duidelijk. Maar at the time, ik was er gewoon niet bij met mijn hoofd. Ik was dus op een dag met een vriendinnetje van mij, die hem toevallig ook kent. Ik zeg tegen haar, hey, je weet toch Griezel Laboeboe? Deze man, like, he been on my ass. Hij kan mij gewoon niet met rust laten en zo. Hoe ik zo dingen begin te spitten. Ik zie haar gewoon de hele tijd zo naar mij kijken. Zegt tegen mij, Gigi, je weet toch dat hij al lang in een relatie zit? Ik zeg tegen haar van, bro, waar heb je het over? Hoe moet ik weten dat hij in een relatie zit? Like, hoe en wat? Please, explain it to me. Zij begint gewoon dingen te spitten. En ze zegt gewoon tegen mij, ja, hij gaat met 5 jaar met Nadia. Dit. Ik zeg tegen haar, bro, vorig jaar was ik nog met hem op date gegaan in Parijs. En he tried to kiss me. What are you talking about? Ik was helemaal, jongens, ik was zo ongelooflijk in de war, hè. Zij zegt, ja, op zijn verjaardag waren ze nog samen. Toen waren ze ook toevallig in Parijs. En jongens, toen ze dat zei, dacht ik echt van, what the fuck. Toen liet ze nog foto's zien, want het meisje in kwestie, die Nadia, die is ook goed met die vriendin van mij. Ze had het gepost in haar privéverhaal op Insta, zeg maar, mijn beste vrienden. En mijn vriendin had daar nog een screenshot van. Toen dacht ik bij mezelf van, no, I can't let this shit slide. Maar kijk, ik zat er niet echt mee, want I didn't like this nigga anyways. Maar het gaat gewoon weer om principe, want hij wilde me eigenlijk soort van gebruiken als een side chick. Like, bro, you can't even put me on the side. Ik zou niet eens, bro, toevallig de volgende dag wilde hij weer lovey-dovey in mijn chat doen. En toen dacht ik van, no. Nu gaan we erachter komen of het waar is of niet. Dus ik zeg tegen hem van, ik wist niet dat jij in een relatie zat. Hij zegt van, de relatie? Hoe kom je daarbij? Ik zeg, ja, je zit toch al in een relatie? Al 5 jaar met Nadia. Hij zegt tegen mij, Nadia? Nee joh, dat is mijn oude relatie. Ik ging 5 jaar terug met haar, maar nu niet meer. Ik zeg, oh echt? Hij zegt van, ja, je moet mensen niet geloven. Mensen zullen er voor alles aan doen om jou en mij uit elkaar te halen. Bro, I've never been with you, nigga. Maar in ieder geval, ja, mensen doen er gewoon voor alles aan om ons uit elkaar te halen, bla 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 bla. Ik zeg gewoon van, oké, is goed, like, I was playing dumb. Je weet toch, en dit gewoon allemaal via WhatsApp. Volgende dag, hij appt mij nog met good morning, my love, hoe gaat het en zo, bla bla. Toen was ik het zat, ik gooi gewoon, boom, die foto in chat. Ja? En hij zegt van, wow, je bent echt een FBI. Echt soms mannen gewoon, sommige mannen lijken, bro. En daarna had ik hem overal verwijderd en niks te maken. Gewoon niks. Ik had hem er zo al moeten verwijderen, maar ik zat er niet echt mee, because I didn't give a fuck, want I didn't want this nigga anyway, snap je? Maar toen dacht ik echt van, bro, wat heb ik nou eigenlijk nog hier op WhatsApp en zo. En je zou denken dat het verhaal daar stopt, guys. Er komt nog een part waar alles naar buiten komt naar Nadia, maar wie krijgt de schuld? Daarvoor moet ik een andere storytime maken. See you guys soon.
Listen to me. So listen to me. Huh? Listen. I'm gonna call you back in 30 minutes. And you better have answers.
This is going to be a story about how one of my exes harassed me for many years. So this was a guy that I was seeing for, I think, total like 7-8 months. And in the beginning, it was like fine. He was like just a dude, whatever. But then I slowly started to realize that he had a lot of like insecurity issues and stuff like that. And he would get really, really jealous. Guys, if I posted a picture of myself, it's funny because I look back at this now and I'm like, why did I ever let somebody talk to me like that? But I was young and I didn't know any better. I actually genuinely remember once I posted a photo of myself on my story and like that's just such a normal thing to do. And he responded back to the story being like, you're just posting this for attention from men. That's all you care about. You just want guys to like DM you. And I was like, what? It's my Instagram. It's my platform. I can post whatever I want. If people decide to message me, that has nothing to do with me. I didn't do anything. It was a bit alarming that like girls deal with this kind of stuff and like it kind of just gets pushed under the rug, which is like crazy. I am now the girl that like if I hear anybody tell me stories like this, like I'm the girl to be like, drop that man instantly, because I've seen so many red flags and I'm like, now I know the difference. But anyways, when I finally came to my senses and I was like, okay, you know what, like we need to get away from this guy. He's being very like controlling and just very strange. I like ended things with him, and then he just couldn't handle that. He would constantly message me, wouldn't leave me alone. One time, and thankfully I moved and I stopped working at one of my old places of work because he showed up to my workplace once and I was like, that was the weirdest thing ever. I was like, I don't feel comfortable. Why are you literally stalking me at this point? It eventually came to a point in time where I was like, okay, I need to like block this person on everything. He wouldn't leave me alone, kept messaging me, and it wasn't even nice messages. It was like really rude. Like all I wanted attention from guys, and like I'm so, you know, I'm missing out on the best thing ever, which was him. I'm never gonna find anyone better. And I was like, what the actual hell is wrong with this man? Now here's where it gets weird if you didn't already think it was weird. But at one point he started like actually like I didn't hear from him for like months. And then I just would get random messages from like burner accounts, from emails, WhatsApp, from Twitter, from Instagram. So he would make multiple different accounts and try to contact me. Like obviously I would never respond, I would ignore. I think eventually I basically said like, stop contacting me. For a while it worked, but then periodically for like years, up until I swear to God, last year, it happened again. It would happen randomly after a couple years because they'd say something just to try and get my attention. I'd be like, who is this? I told Andy because I felt uncomfortable because I got this message, and he was like, listen, at this point, you need to threaten him with the police. So I did. I basically said, if you keep contacting me again, I have proof of the screenshot and I'm going to send it to the police and you're going to get in shit for harassing me. And thankfully, I haven't heard from him since. So ladies, if a man is ever treating you like that, calling you just like the rudest things ever, saying all you want is attention from them, not leaving you alone, literally harassing you or making multiple accounts, your feelings are valid, threaten them with the police. And if they still continue, go to the police, because that's actually just messed up. And I wish like little me knew better. But I mean, I'm glad I do now. And I tell all my friends, like, if I feel like somebody is problematic, like, get away from them. And that is a story of how I was harassed for a few years and why men suck. Not all of them, but some of them really suck.